Have you ever wondered what happens when the President of the United States decides to travel? It's not as simple as booking a flight and off they go. From the moment that decision is made, a whirlwind of activity ensues. Within the walls of the White House, the President's staff springs into action, coordinating a complex travel itinerary. From scheduling meetings to arranging accommodations, each detail is meticulously planned. But it's not just about logistics, it's about security. Enter the Secret Service. Their involvement is immediate and integral. They're responsible for the President's safety, which means they need to be one step ahead at all times. This involves assessing potential risks, planning secure routes, and even scouting out locations in advance. Their role is to ensure that no matter where the President goes, they're protected. It's a process that begins the moment travel is decided upon. So that's the beginning, but what about the preparation? Now imagine having to prepare for the most powerful person in the world to travel. Where do you even start? Let's dive into the intricate world of planning a president's journey. This isn't your run-of-the-mill vacation planning. It's a highly coordinated operation involving numerous government agencies, each playing a vital role in ensuring the president's safety and comfort. Firstly, let's talk about the role of the Secret Service. They're not just the folks you see in black suits around the president. They're the architects of the president's safety during travel. Weeks, sometimes months, before the president sets foot outside the White House, the Secret Service sends an advance team to the destination. This team is tasked with a comprehensive security review of the location. They meticulously scrutinize every access point, every route, and every potential vulnerability. They liaise with local law enforcement, ensuring that every aspect of the president's visit is secure. They're not just looking at physical security either. The Secret Service also has a team of cybersecurity experts who work tirelessly to protect the president from digital threats. Imagine creating a digital fortress to protect the most powerful person in the world. Now let's shift our focus to the White House Military Office, or WHMO. Think of the WHMO as the logistical powerhouse behind the president's travel. They're the ones who coordinate the president's transportation, whether it's by the renowned Air Force One, the presidential helicopter Marine One, or the armored limousine known as the Beast. The WHMO works closely with the Secret Service, ensuring that the president's transportation is not just luxurious, but also secure. They meticulously plan every route, every departure, and every arrival, leaving no room for error. So the next time you see the president stepping off Air Force One or hopping out of the Beast, remember the countless hours of work that went into making that moment possible. This is not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about ensuring the safety and security of the most powerful person in the world. With all this preparation, it's easy to see why presidential travel is no ordinary journey. Now that everything's said, it's time for the journey, but how does the president actually travel? Well, the president's mode of transportation is often as iconic as the president themselves. Let's start with the president's car, an armored limousine fondly known as the Beast. This isn't your average luxury car, it's a fortress on wheels, equipped with bulletproof windows, reinforced doors, and an array of defensive capabilities. It's a testament to the lengths that are taken to ensure the president's safety, even on the road. Then there's Air Force One, the president's personal aircraft. It's not just a plane, it's a symbol of American power and prestige. It's a flying office, a command center with state-of-the-art communication systems, and yes, it's also a fortress in the sky. The president can travel anywhere in the world in utmost safety and comfort, all while conducting the business of the nation. But these vehicles don't magically appear at the president's destination. They are transported ahead of time by military cargo planes. It's a logistical ballet, with each step carefully choreographed to ensure that everything is in place when the president arrives. And of course, the journey itself is a meticulous operation. Roads are closed, flight paths are cleared, and security is ramped up to the maximum. The Secret Service is always on high alert, ready to respond to any potential threats. Every move is carefully planned, every contingency is considered. It's a testament to the immense effort and resources that go into protecting the most powerful person in the world. But the journey is not just about getting from point A to point B. It's also a strategic operation, a display of power, and a statement to the world. It's a constant balancing act between security, diplomacy, and politics. So, Next time you see the president embarking on a journey, remember, it's not just a trip. It's a complex, meticulously planned operation with one goal in mind: to ensure the safety and security of the President of the United States. But the journey is just one part of the equation. What about the destination? The president has arrived, but what does it mean for the destination? Well, a presidential visit is much more than a simple meet and greet. It's a flurry of activity that can temporarily transform a city, town, or even a humble farmstead. The first thing you'll notice is the significant increase in security. The Secret Service, local law enforcement, and sometimes even the military swing into action to ensure the president's safety. Streets may be closed off, snipers positioned on rooftops, and surveillance ramped up to an all-time high. The entire area becomes a fortified bubble, impenetrable to those without clearance. The Secret Service plays a pivotal role in this transformation. Their agents are the unseen guardians, working tirelessly behind the scenes. They conduct advanced trips to scout the location, assessing potential threats and vulnerabilities. They liaise with local law enforcement, coordinating efforts to form a united front against any possible danger. Every building the president will enter is meticulously checked and monitored. Every route he will travel is scrutinized for the slightest hint of risk. But it's not just about security. The president's visit can cause significant disruptions to the daily life of the destination. Roads and businesses may be closed, traffic rerouted, and normal routines upended. Yet despite the inconvenience, these visits often bring a sense of pride and excitement to the community. After all, it's not every day that the most powerful person in the world drops by for a visit. Of course, ensuring the president's safety doesn't stop at securing the location. The Secret Service also meticulously plans for any potential medical emergencies. Hospitals are alerted and a designated trauma center is chosen, ready to respond at a moment's notice should the unthinkable happen. So a presidential visit is more than a mere stopover. It's a carefully choreographed dance of security, preparation, and vigilance designed to ensure the president can carry out his duties with minimal risk. With the destination secure, the president can carry out his duties, but what happens when it's time to return? The mission is accomplished. Now it's time for the president to return. But is the journey back any different? Well, the answer is both yes and no. Yes, because the mission's success means the president's return is often accompanied by a sense of relief and accomplishment. No, because the level of security and preparation remains just as stringent and meticulous as the journey out. As the president wraps up their visit and prepares to depart, the same level of diligence is maintained by the Secret Service. The aircraft, whether it be the iconic Air Force One or a less well-known government jet, is inspected with the same meticulousness as it was before the outbound flight. The route back to the White House or wherever the president is heading is once again carefully mapped out, taking into account various factors such as weather, traffic, and potential security risks. While the president is in transit, the Secret Service remains on high alert, their eyes scanning every corner, every face, every movement. They are the unseen guardians, their presence felt, but rarely noticed. Once the president lands back on home soil, the journey is still far from over. The motorcade, with its familiar black limousines and police escorts, whisks the president away, maintaining a bubble of security around them until they reach their final destination. And the work doesn't stop there. Post-trip debriefings are conducted, evaluating the success of the trip and identifying any areas for improvement. Every detail of the journey, from departure to arrival and everything in between, is scrutinized. The goal is to ensure that future trips are even safer and more efficient. So while the president's return might seem like a simple homecoming on the surface, it's a complex process that involves countless individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes. Their dedication ensures that our nation's leader can travel safely and focus on their duties without unnecessary distraction. And so the president's journey comes to an end. But as we've seen, it's far from a simple trip. So, what have we learned about the president's travel and security? It all begins with the decision to travel, a decision that's never made lightly. We've discovered the intricate process of planning that comes next, with every minute detail meticulously prepared. The journey itself is a marvel of logistics, with multiple modes of transport and a high level of security involved. From the iconic Air Force One to the armored presidential limousine, every vehicle plays its part in ensuring the president's safety. Upon reaching the destination, we've seen how the impact is significant. with the local area often transformed to accommodate the president's visit. Then, the return journey mirrors the outbound trip, with the same level of planning and security employed to ensure a safe and smooth transition back to the White House. As we've seen, when the president travels, it's a massive operation, and it's all in a day's work for the people dedicated to keeping the president safe.